As adults, it's easy to endlessly scroll on social media, continuously check notifications, and compare the lives of influencers to our own. But there are urgent and growing concerns about the effects of social media on the brains of its youngest users, our children.
All in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Concord Community Schools is the latest Indiana school district to join a lawsuit against major social media companies. The law firm, now representing Concord and several other Indiana school districts, says those familiar social media sites like Facebook and Instagram, TikTok and Snapchat have put profits over people.
Things have came out in the recent past about how social media companies drive traffic to our kids.
That's Dan Funston, the superintendent at Concord Schools. He says while the impact of social media on students might be difficult to measure, school districts like Concord have already spent time and money on training for educators, students, and families, increased disciplinary measures, and on helping students with anxiety and depression.
The main goal of the board is not necessarily compensation. It's the fact that we feel an obligation to do what we need to do to protect our kids.
The firm now representing Concord is Wagstaff and Cartmel. It's a Kansas City firm that earlier this year won a settlement for hundreds of school districts against Juul, the e-cigarette giant. Concord was also part of that and will get some settlement money.
This one will likely be something similar as well. We'll have to keep records while the litigation is ongoing.
Wagstaff and Cartmel declined to comment for this story, but in introductory documents provided to school districts, the firm says social media companies targeted adolescent users' data unethically, used addictive psychological tactics to increase usage, and features inefficient controls to help parents. It says, as a result, children are becoming addicted to social media, resulting in mental and physical harms, and that schools are having to divert educational resources to crack down on the mental health crisis.
This is a forever problem, or at least that's what it feels like. And how can, any settlement compensate you for that?
Yeah, this is a forever problem. I think we have a generation growing up right now, and I think our social media companies have not been responsible in their role in all this, and that's why we've joined the suit.
Concord is not the only school district signing on to this lawsuit. Elkhart Community Schools is also joining, as are several other larger school districts in the state.
Right now, we really are in the space that we are seeing an increased number of kids coming in with anxiety and depression and just overall mental unwellness. And so we are trying to put the fire out. We are trying to provide services to them and, increase access to therapeutic services and things like that.
School leaders say it is early in the litigation process. Schools across the country will likely join, and it could be years before this case is settled. In the meantime,
anything we can do to support the mental health of our students is important to us.
Funston says it isn't about the money, it's about the message. School districts like Concord pay nothing to join the lawsuit. Funston says if there is a settlement, attorney fees will come out of that. On Wednesday, Operation Education shows you the evidence that school districts have on their side. In the studio, Kristen Bean, WSBT 22 News.
I'm John Paul. Thanks for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.